Man, welcome to another edition of the FLAWDA SWAMP CAST. This is Chapter 4 with special guest Khalil Coe. We got Opulent LD as a co-host, man. How's everybody doing today?
Feeling great, fam.
Happy to be here, man. Appreciate y'all for having me.
Yes, indeed, man. Now, Khalil Coe, man, now you know I'm real good friends with Eric Roman.
Yeah?
Yeah, so you know he always keeps me updated on when you're fighting and always lets me know. And he like, yo, Kano, man, we fight this, you know, like 4th or 5th or whatever turn you fight, man. Turn your TV on now. I'm like, all right, bet, man. So you know, Khalil Coe is 6-0 with 4 knockouts. He fights light heavyweight, man. Tell us a little bit about you, man.
Hey, man. Big stepper, man. Jersey City, born and raised, you know. I'm from the trenches, man. Those who don't know, I done went through some trials and tribulations, you know, but nothing that was gonna hold me back from being what I want to be, man. And that's what we doing now, man. We working to become the top guy, you know, putting in that work, taking them steps to get there.
Yes, indeed, man. Now, did you want to ask first, man, Opulent?
Khalil, I got a question for you. Do you mind talking about the situation that kind of put your career on hold?
Oh no.
All right, cool. Go ahead. Let us know about that situation.
Feel me? Like, I was hanging out in the wrong place, wrong time. You know, guy approached me. And, you know, he kind of like lured me away from my group of friends that I was with. You know, isolated me, and pretty much he put the weapon out on me and tried to rob me. You know, and it didn't go as well for him as he planned. It didn't go as well as he planned. You know, I knocked him out. You know, I took his weapon from him. You know, I didn't take it to like use it against him. You feel me? I took it because if he wasn't gonna use it before, he might use it now once he get up. You get what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So it was more so like, just so you won't have it. You feel me?
Yeah.
And I guess once people see me take it from him, I guess someone called the cops. And when they arrived to the scene, they pointed out the people who were in the altercation or whatever. And when they arrived, you feel me? I'm trying to tell them what happened. And I'm the guy with the weapon. You see what I'm saying? I end up the guy with the weapon and having to do 18 months in prison.
Man, did they ever clear that up? I mean, nobody ever stepped up and be like, yo, man, he was defending himself.
Hey, man, listen, the crazy part is they have the footage, the CCTV, something like that. It shows the altercation, you know, but they can't use that as a witness to justify me, but they can use it and to incriminate me. You see what I'm saying? So the system is kind of rigged. It's like you know.
Oh yeah.
So can't let it hold you, man.
What part of Jersey you at, man? Where you from?
Chilltown, Jersey City, baby.
City, man. Hey,
Segment in Bergen. What's up?
Hey, watch this. He gonna know I've been over there because I used to live on 19 Dales Ave.
All right.
Yeah.
All
But
right.
So let me say that I don't blame you for doing what you did. Just as far as that weapon, man, I don't blame you for not turning that weapon in. Like, who the hell turns a weapon in? I mean, I wouldn't have done it. So I feel you completely.
I didn't even have the time to. You get what I'm saying?
Okay.
I didn't even have the time to. Everything happened so fast. It was like next thing you know, I'm you know, but I take full responsibility. Me being who I am, I should have never been in that setting in the first place. You get what I'm saying? So it won't happen again. I can tell you that.
See, that's a stand-up guy right there, a man who could take accountability. So I definitely salute you for that, man. That's what's up.
Definitely.
So I mean, now that you got past all that and you've been doing some great work, I know because I've been following. I ain't got no choice. You know, Eddie could get on my ass if I don't watch. All right, but you doing your thing, man. What got you into the sport to begin with, though?
Hey, my mom's was the tough guy. You know what I'm saying? Like I used to fight a lot in school and the streets and things like that. So mom was like, "You gonna do something? Like take it to the gym." And she took me to Jimmy Dupree's. You know, and I remember the day I walked in, I literally like, I don't even walk in gyms and get this feeling no more, you know, but it's like, it was like the old school, like the brown leather heavy bags. And it was different, man. And it was, ever since then, like I wanted the speed bag. I wanted to spar. I wanted to do, you know, and I never looked back. You know, I used to rush home from school, trying to hurry up and go to the gym, forgetting my homework. Nah, I'm going to the gym. I stopped chilling with my friends. We used to go to the park. Nah, I'm out. I gotta go to the gym. You know, and ever since then, it just been like gym, boxing. I can't walk to the store without shadow boxing. People looking at me like I'm crazy. You know.
Yeah. Hey, he be having. Hey, man, if y'all haven't watched him, man, he be having some. Man, I'm gonna just say, man, he got some fucking crazy ass knockouts on his resume, bro. Man, I do got a critique, but it's a small critique, okay? I seen how you got rid of Quitter.
One of my favorite fights to watch.
But this is my thing, man, and you can relate to me because I talk to Eric all the time, and we always, you know, break down film together and stuff. You have a phenomenal jab. You box so well, right? And then I see you doing that, and then there's times when you hurt somebody, you forget to, you know what I'm saying? Like follow with your stuff, but I know you're working on that. And I'm sure that's gonna get fixed. I know Eric, and I know you got a fight coming up soon, man. But how was it to get these last couple of knockouts that you got, man?
Hey man, we didn't go in expecting knockouts, man. We just went in doing what we trained to do, you know, sticking to the game plan, and I trust my corner, and that's what came with it, you know. Eric's a great coach, man. He's not one of them guys that just let you relax and no, get up, don't sit down. No, you got another round. Oh, give me some push. He makes sure that you do what you got to do, and like not only that, like he's a coach that's been there. You see what I'm saying? So
Yes.
he knows what it's like to be in them gloves in that seat. You know what I'm saying? So he's not just speaking off of things he watched on YouTube and things like that. He can relate. He has actually fought and took punches. You see what I'm saying? So
Yes, he did.
I appreciate him for even taking me on as a student. You know, and like you said, that jab he kills all the time. Jab. You know, that's just something I gotta start doing more in the fights. Like you said.
Man, have you watched the film though? When you throw that jab, it is a strong snapping jab. I'm like, bro, keep going behind that joker, bro. Like they ain't got no answers for it. They do not have an answer for it every time you jab, bro. No answers for it at all, man. By the way, Eric Roman has a son that he gonna be a bad motherfucker too. Y'all better look.
Shout out to Malito, man.
Shout out to Khalil, man. Oplin, I'm gonna let you ask the next question, man.
Can we talk about you have a new strength and conditioning coach. Like, what has he added to you and your camp?
Man, I had him today, man. I had legs today, and I'm feeling it right now. Literally. But yo, he's different. Like he's one of them guys that he doesn't just tell you what he does it with you. Like, you see what I'm saying? Like, sometimes, like, for example, today it's usually about 4 of us, you know, and we all do the workout together. Nobody showed up but me. You know what I'm saying? So he's like, you know what? Come on, we're gonna do it together. Like, he don't just motivate you verbally, like he puts that work in with you. You see what I'm saying? So like, all right, cool. He don't he let you know that it's possible. You know.
That's what's
Shout
up.
out to Eddie. Shout out EXG Fitness, man.
That's dope.
Hey, shout out to everybody in the chat. I see y'all. I didn't want to do a roll call, man, because I wanted to go ahead and go through with the interview. Shawa Allah 77, that's my sister, man. She says, I love how he controls the real estate in the ring. Great IQ and goes to the body. Absolutely, he does, man. They're watching. I'm telling you.
Yeah, let's talk about who put the who lit your name on fire in the amateurs. La Cruz. You were an underdog in that fight, right? So,
hey man, I was an underdog in that whole competition. Like, yeah, but he was the main focus of my training camp in Colorado. You know, like, we weren't really training too much for anybody else, but for him specifically. You know, we didn't know we were going to get the knockout. We didn't know we were going to get the win like that once again. But once again, once you stick to the game plan and you listen to your corner, if people watch the video, you can hear the coach tell me what to throw. You get what I'm saying? And that's the shot that ended it. So shout out to Coach K Karoma, you know, and yeah, ever since then it's been like, oh, our name's been like joined at the hip. You know, every time they mention Julio, they mention me. And I be thinking it's something about me, but I go to the mention and it's him. Like, all right.
Hey, I like the fact that they're bringing you up correctly, man. They're putting you in there with actual competition, not, you know, these fighters that, you know, that you're supposed to walk through. You know what I'm saying? Like, Bonet was like, what was he, 7-0? I think he was, and
yeah, he was 7-0,
6-1, and my goodness, what's his name, man?
Bisler?
William Bisler.
Evans, your next fight, and he's 10-1.
Yeah.
So a split team management, man. How did you end up with split team management? Are you a split team? Split team?
Yeah, definitely. As well as Keith Conley. But I met up with him at the national tournament. You know, through I don't know if you guys know him, Ota Jones out of Toledo,
Yes, I
Ohio.
do. Yes,
yeah.
I do.
I'm real close with their family, and we were cooling during the camp or whatever, and he invited me down to camp with him, and he introduced me to him. You know, we've been you know, staying strong until I turned pro, and then we made the jump.
Yeah, I've been to Ota Jones fight, you know, and Charles Conwell is also, you know,
definitely
part of them folks and stuff like that. Yeah, man, I know him too, man. We talk we used to talk all the time. You know, I've been kind of lazy, you know, get in touch with everybody and stuff like that, man. By the way, Eric Roman owes me a big step of shirt, man. He told me he was gonna give me that shirt from that last fight, but you know, he be, you know what I'm saying? Hey, come and fight.
Hey, look, one thing I will tell you, man, he got a lot of things going on. You know,
yes, he does.
Busy guy, like in the gym, he all over the place. So I'll make sure I stay on him for you.
Hey, and he's telling me, hey, you need to be at his next fight. You're right down the street. I'm like, bro, you know, first of all, I need my shirt. You know what I'm saying? I need my shirt if I'm gonna drive down there. You know what I'm saying? I'm gonna need my shirt, man, and you know, try to squeeze me in a ticket, brother, man. Like, we've been old time friends, bro. Hook me up, you know what I mean? But sparring wise, man, I know that. Well, just knowing him the way I know him, I've seen everybody that goes through there, from Richardson Hitchings, man, the Bowsers, the Berlangas, and all that. What kind of sparring have you been able to get?
Well, I've been sparring mostly like my guy Ian Green. Not pretty sure if you guys know, but that's been like my main sparring partner for this camp. You know, he works out of the same gym as Shadeja Green, you know, Sweets. You know, there's a lot of talent coming out of that gym. You know, and that's who's been giving me the most work this camp. You know, and usually like last camp I was out in Philly You know, South Jersey with Ray Savage. You know, with him and Reg. You know, we like to switch it up sometimes and do different things.
So talk to us about this upcoming bout, man, with Keenan Evans, man. I know it's going to be here in Orlando. If I ain't mistaken, that's going to be at the Caribe Royale. I'm not quite sure on that. He can, tell me.
Yeah, definitely. That's the place. You know, September 23rd, and I mean, I've never been there before. I've never even been to Florida, so it's gonna be a hell of an experience for me. You know, and I'm looking forward to, man. They tell me that he's from out there. I'm not really sure how true that is. And,
Yeah.
he doesn't really have too much film on him. I know he does, like he did bare knuckle boxing and things like that. But I get that he's a tough guy. You know, he's gonna be a tough guy, and I think that's gonna be his downfall. You know.
I mean, Eric can always call me if he want the inside scoop on him. I got him. You know what I mean? You know what I'm saying? But that Caribe Royale, I've been there hundreds of times. I'm gonna tell you, you're gonna like it, man. I like the setup over there because, first of all, it's a fancy hotel, okay? And the same hotel that you stay in, you're gonna go downstairs, walk out the back door into the stadium.
Oh yeah, that's dope. Not too much.
You don't have to go, and it's got the restaurants all in there, and
how's the food? How's the food?
Hey, the food is dope. And wait till, man, I ain't gonna say that. I'm gonna leave that one alone. I'm gonna leave that one from there, man. But there's a very, very fancy swimming pool out there. I'm telling you, the eye candy gonna be nice too, bro. I'm just saying, bro.
Yeah, he's funny.
Man, what you got for him, man?
Khalil, man, I want to talk about your pro debut, man. How did you feel going into that pro debut?
Man, I ain't never been so nervous in my life. You know what I'm saying? And it's crazy because, like, I'm coming from prison. You feel what I'm saying? Straight into my pro debut, and it's like a lot of people were looking at me to be who I was before I left. You see what I'm saying? It's like, all right. People would hit me up, yo, what round you gonna knock him out in? What round you gonna knock him out in? And I'm over there like, man, I'm just trying to get the win, bro. Like, let me get my feet wet in the pro game first before y'all start. But I was sparring 12 rounds in my camp, bro. When I tell you, the first round, I was so tired, bro. And it was more so because of the excitement and the pressure, my family being there, my friends, everybody tuning in from the city. I know they're watching, and they know they counting on me, and there's a lot of people betting on me, and that's a lot to hold on your shoulders. You get what I'm saying? But
it's funny you say that because you didn't look tired to me, and I mean, you definitely didn't look nervous, and you literally almost got him out of there in the first round. You dropped him twice with body shot.
That's what we work on, the poker face, you know.
Okay. You sold that motherfucker.
you get hit with a body shot. You can't let him know he hurt you. You know, you gotta be like, all right, and walk to him. You gotta walk to him after he hurt you. You know, but it was definitely a experience I would never forget, from the ring walk to the press conference, the media day, all of that, bro. That's like, it's like surreal. You see what I'm saying? Like, it's me coming from where I came from. I've never expected anything even close.
Yeah, for me, that was a phenomenal. I mean, that pro debut sold me for real. Like, I love your uppercuts, man. Like, that's my favorite punch of yours, is that those uppercuts that you be throwing. I be seeing so many other fighters. I'm like, man, there's an uppercut you can throw, and they just don't throw it. You take full advantage, and you're very generous with those uppercuts. I love that.
Hey, it's a long uppercut too. I know the one he quit with. I was like, damn, bro, that motherfucker, bro, he brought that shit from deep south and shit. You know what I'm saying, man? I wanted you to talk to me about your second fight, because I honestly didn't get a chance to watch it, or don't even understand what happened in that fight. I think it was like what is it? Was it a disqualification or a draw? Or what?
It was a draw. It was a draw with Aaron Casper. Out of Georgia, I'm not mistaken, but yeah, it was a draw on the it was the Boo Boo Andrade card and Quigley undercard.
Oh, I didn't even see it, man. But did you feel it was a draw?
Honestly, yeah. I don't even feel like I did enough for that. You get what I'm saying? My training camp was not a training camp. It was the big weight issue. You know, but we requested to fight again. We were scheduled to fight for the date when I fought Quitter. And the guy pulled out about, I say,
Of course.
a week ahead of time.
Oh wow.
Of course he was gonna pull out, man. Hey, bro, I didn't see the fight, so I couldn't judge to see if he got a fair deal or not, man. But just seeing the way you've been fighting after that, man, that man wasn't gonna get in there again, bro. Come on, bro. That man won't go. Come on, bro.
You know what's gonna happen.
All these boys are, man. Shawwal said it.
Yeah,
they said in one of his fights he had 3 fights in prison. Made me think of Ron Lyles. What?
I don't know. I had more than 3 fights though. More than 3 fights. But it was crazy in there, man. It's not a place for anybody, but people who deserve to be there. You get what I'm saying? It was a learning and humbling experience. You know what I'm saying? Like as far as like me traveling the world and doing these type of things from sitting in one room for 24 hours. You know what I'm saying? Confined to 4 walls. It's crazy.
Shawwal, she brought up something that I forgot to mention. Thank you, Shawwal. Your body work, bro, is amazing. I know you call yourself the big stepper. I wanted to call you body snatcher after that pro debut. I'm like, dang.
Yeah, we got a lot of different like aspects to my fight game. You see what I'm saying? It all depends on who I'm fighting, you know, and I just can't wait to see like show it. You feel what I'm saying? Like when I fought William Langston, they were expecting me to go out and just be a bully, and I had to show them that I can actually box. For head movement, and that they didn't understand that. You know, they think, oh, he's just a power puncher. He's this and he's nah. I can do whatever it takes. I can do.
You definitely showed patience. That was your first 6-rounder, right?
Yeah, first 6 rounders.
Yeah, you showed a lot of patience in that fight, and I noticed the momentum switched in round 3. I think you hit him like I forgot what punch it was, but
uppercut.
Uppercut. The momentum was just like, whew. I'm like, okay. I mean, the first
one and I think in the 4th round, I had got thumbed in the eye, and it it kind of like I think the doctor said it like kind of like almost tore my retina, kind of, you know. But I'm good now. But it was almost a fatal shot, you know.
Right.
So now I'm extra cautious now, you know. It was the thumb of the Grant gloves. They kind of like, I don't know how to explain it, but yeah, it was crazy. I had to fight my way back in because I couldn't see for like the first half of the second half of the round.
Oh wow!
Damn.
I went to the corner. I went to the corner with Eric. I said, "Coach, I can't see. My eye." He said, "Use your other one." Use your other one.
Hey, for those of y'all who don't know Eric, man, my man's a trip, okay, man. We good peoples, man.
Nah, he's funny.
Which brings me to my next question, man. How did you end up linking up with, Coach Eric, man?
After the draw, I was seeking new coaching, new team, and my manager actually connected me with E, and it was like instant results. Like from the first day we met up, we worked, and it was instantly. I already knew. All right, this is. He brought consistency. You see what I'm saying? Like he's from the military, so he's real militant. On everything he does, everything. And he's a what do you call it? Everything has to be perfect. He's a perfectionist.
Yes, he is.
He walks around. If the ropes are not evenly, if they're not even, he's fixing the ropes. I'm like, Coach, you gotta stop.
That's him.
If his shoestrings are hanging too far on one side, he got to even them out. Like, coach, you gotta chill, coach. But nah, it's definitely helped us in the boxing game with the consistency, everything, the training. You know, he makes you work.
Yeah, I mean, he's a dress right, dress kind of person, man. Attention to detail, man. But like you said, man, I would never tell him to chill just because it does translate into the training and everything you do, you know, from the training camp all the way up to you through your fight.
I don't be telling him to chill. I'm saying he be driving himself crazy. Like he
Yeah,
go past the wall, he see a little scuff on the wall or something. Like I can't remember. He has OCD. That's what he has. That's what it's called. There you go.
OCD. Yeah.
OCD. There you go. Yeah, he be driving himself crazy.
I just wanted to ask you, man. And I'm gonna give you a broad time frame. That way, it's a reasonable time frame, man. Like, where do you see yourself in the game of boxing in about 2 to 3 years?
In about 2 to 3 years, I see myself fighting for a strap. Honestly, if not defending one. You know, I definitely feel like I'm being moved the right way. You know, for that opportunity. You know, it's a lot of guys that are coming up, but there are also a lot of guys that are leaving the game, and it's time for them to pass the torch. You know, or I take the torch one way or another.
I see you taking it, but anyway, Shawwal says, was his most challenging fight with Will Langston? If not, who?
Oh, definitely. That's so far. William Langston has definitely been the most challenging. Yes, definitely. I talk to him all the time too. After the fight, we connected. He wants to come out to the camp, one of my camps, and work with me. You know, fly him out. But most definitely, tough guy. You know.
Yeah, I love the mutual respect you guys showed afterwards. Like you can tell it was really all love, and that's
definitely.
I love seeing that.
Definitely, man. Because at the end of the day, man, this is a job, bro. We don't really. It's not like we live in the same neighborhood and we beefing with each other. It's nothing personal at the end of the day, you know. We both have a similar background. For those who don't really know him like that, similar background. Almost too close.
He from Kenosha. I got family up there where he from, in Kenosha, Wisconsin. So I'm familiar with well, not really him, but his area where he from. So,
that's a tough guy, man. Shout out to him, man. He got to fight. Matter of fact, he's fighting on the same day that I'm fighting. I'm not sure where, but definitely he's doing his thing. Definitely.
And what has it been like, man? Because I know a lot of prospects, they don't get to be shown on television, you know, unless they got a major big backing, man. How has that been for you that you've been able to been on television a lot, actually, you know?
I mean, like, I try not to think about that part. You get what I'm saying? I try to, like, because, like, my coach tell me all the time, don't let it go to your head. You know what I'm saying? I've been hearing that, yo, don't get big-headed, you know? And that's what I try to do. I try to block that part out, you know, when it's fight time. Don't get me wrong. You feel it. You feel the nerve, the jitterbugs, but it's once you become comfortable in the ring, you know, it's like another day in the gym.
Yeah, I didn't mean it like that. I meant it like in a way that you know, family, friends, and you know, your support team is able to watch it. You know what I mean?
It's crazy. It's actually crazy, bro, because like it's a lot of people. Like when I was in school, I was a trouble kid. You know, the teachers would be like, "Oh, you ain't gonna be nothing. You ain't gonna do this," and I'd be like, "Yo." And now they be hitting me up on social media. "Oh, I knew you could do it. I'm so proud of you." And I'd be like, "Yeah, thank you. I appreciate it." That's it. It ain't even nothing too much to talk about, but
right.
you know, you feel how you felt.
I just want to know, man, because you know you box so well, man. I mean, what would you say is your boxing style?
Winning. But, nah. On a serious note, though, I would consider myself like I'm not. I wouldn't call myself a power puncher, a knockout. I mean, I box. You know, I like to. I adjust. You know, I adjust to the style. whoever the opponent is, and that's how we get it done. Like whatever style I have to mimic to win this fight at the moment, then that's what it's gonna be.
Hey, I got something that anytime I get a boxer on here, I ask them this question because I have a guy that I'm going to debut on the 30th of this month, man. What advice can you give him going into his pro debut?
Just stay calm and relax, man, and listen to your coach. You gotta have wow, look at my salam. You gotta have full trust in who you have in your corner. You know what I'm saying? And if you don't, then that should be the person there. You know.
You hear that, man? Trust the people in your corner, because I'm gonna be in the corner, damn it. You better trust me.
Yeah, definitely. You gotta trust that guy. You have to be willing to close your eyes and listen to the punch that he's telling you to throw. You know. It's crazy that you say that because me and my coach, we literally just had a conversation. You know, like, yo, it's got to be like a remote control car. You turn left, you turn left. You see what I'm saying? Because they see the things that you don't see. And most of all, man, you got to have fun, enjoy the moment.
That's what I tell everyone. That's what I tell every single one that I bring up into the game, man. I'm like, whenever it's their first fight, I always tell them, hey, enjoy the moment, have fun. Don't let the moment take you. You take the moment in, you know. And I like to, for other boxers to say it that way they can hear it more repetitively and they understand it more, you know. And hope
that's the main part, because if you're not having fun with it, man, this ain't the sport for you. People get hurt in their ring. Those people never make it out of that ring. So you have to want to do it. You have to want to get up and go run. You have to want to get up and go to the gym. You know. And if you don't, then this ain't this place. It's sad to say, but this ain't the place for everybody, man.
And just so they know, we going in there stepping. We got a chip on our shoulder the size of Colorado Boulder. We going in there to fuck some shit up that night. Just letting y'all know.
What role does your father play in your camp?
He's the team manager, shall I say. He makes sure everybody. I don't even know the role he plays. It's like he does everything, to be honest with you. Like, he kind of plays the back seat, but he really, like, from setting up the workout schedule to the meal preps to you know, even helping me design the uniform type thing. You see what I'm saying? So he's all over the place.
And what kind of wise words or inspiration does he give to you?
You know, his famous quote to me is, "You can't straddle the fence." You know what I'm saying? It's either you're gonna do this or you're not. He tell me, like, if you want to quit boxing today and go be a forklift driver, I'm still gonna be your father. I'm still gonna be here to support you. You know what I'm saying? But I'm here to make sure that you do what you want to do and be the best at what you want to do.
That's what's up. That's good.
I wanted to ask you, man. I wanted to ask you this, man, and I don't want to get down on the guy or nothing like that, man. But now that you said that about straddling the fence, I'm worried about Jared Anderson because of the stuff he says. I mean, have you?
Hey, man, that's one of my close friends right there. He has to be going through something. You know, at the end of the day, you gotta realize he's still a kid. He's been boxing for his whole life. You get what I'm saying? And for him to have that type of, he's at a level where people his age don't get. You see what I'm saying? That fast. You see what I'm saying? So he's carrying a lot. He didn't expect that. You see what I'm saying? He didn't know. He know he was good. We all knew he was good. But the things he's done at that age and the pressure that's put on his shoulders at a heavyweight division, we know how it is at the heavyweight division.
Yeah.
Heavyweight division alone is rough. You see what I'm saying? So for a guy at that age to be doing what he's doing, I commend him, man. Nothing but respect to him. And I'm gonna hit him up after this to make sure he's good.
Well, you know why it bothered me, Khalil, because it's okay for him to feel that way. I just felt he shouldn't have made it public. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, I get that. Some things
public, man.
But you got knowing him for as long as I've known him, he's always been one to, like, say what he feels and let it out, you know, regardless of who's there. And I know his mom, you see what I'm saying? Like, she raised him like that, to speak your mind. You see what I'm saying? Like, he
Okay.
does it well. And it's really nothing wrong with it. I get it, some things, but it's instilled in him already, you know? And that's what he lives by.
I mean, I believe he still could do damage. I don't, you know, I just don't. What I worry about is what is exactly he's going through. If he's getting help, I just don't want him to go into a fight.
What is
You know,
mental not right?
right.
Yeah,
Yeah.
definitely.
It's a dangerous sport.
Dangerous sport at a dangerous weight.
Yeah.
So if you're a close friend of his, yes, please do reach out. Please make sure he's okay. You know what I'm saying?
Definitely.
We got to be here for each other at the end of the day, man.
Definitely, man. It's
You
a
know?
family, bro. Yo, my whole team, brother, me, Jared, Keyshawn, Troy, like, it's more than just like teammates. Them is like really my brothers for real. So we've been through things that people wouldn't even think of. You see what I'm saying? Just being on a team together, you know. But it's definitely a bond that strengthens and pushes each other, you know.
That's dope.
You think about the Shakur Stevenson situation, the ongoing sagas, man, behind all of the issues he's going through.
Hey, his grandfather's in the gym right now. You know
Oh,
what I'm
shit.
saying? Yeah, his grandfather in the gym right now sparring. But
Oh, shit.
it's crazy because people might, okay, as far as the him and Devin situation, people say, oh, he should have took the 25 or whatever the case may be. And at the end of the day, once you know your worth, you get what I'm saying? If you know your worth and what you're worth as a fighter, I'm gonna get that anyway. But I'm not gonna lowball myself because you want to use me as a, no, we're not gonna do that. You get what I'm saying? And then Frank Martin was saying he should have took the fight, but now Frank Martin is doing exactly what he did.
Let me take a sip of my tea.
I ain't gonna lie to you. I looked at the situations differently on both. On both, I felt the Devin situation was different than Frank, and I'm gonna explain to you why. And you tell me if it makes sense, okay? This is the logical shit, okay? I was one that he should have, dared to be great, but at the same time, it wasn't like he turned the fight down. He petitioned the WBC and the WBO after the offer was
Yeah,
made.
he activated his yeah, definitely.
Correct. So that's why I say it's a different situation, because once he activated that, then Devin went ahead and made a fight with Regis. So that's not on Shakur because he tried to make the fight. He couldn't have ducked if he petitioned, is what I'm saying.
Yeah, definitely. He didn't. I agree with you. I don't feel like he ducked. I feel like he wanted his money at the end of the day. You get what I'm saying?
Right. Whereas
I'm not gonna fight you for nothing. You get what I'm saying? At the end of the day, we prize fighters. We're prize fighters.
But that's why I say it's a different situation.
That was Devin's tactic. In my opinion, I feel like that was Devin's tactic. And
that's why I say it was different though, because the Frank, they stopped the purse bid because they came to an agreement. I tell people this all the time: when the purse bid is canceled, it's because you came to an agreement.
Yeah, because it can't be canceled if it was never agreement.
Right.
Correct. So when Danny walked away from it, you can't put that on Shakur. That's what I try to tell these folks.
And yeah, and he's using the 50-50 thing. I don't know, but to me it just seems like he used that to build him up a little bit, to get his name buzzing. Oh, I'll take the fight, And honestly, I think the replacement will be a better fight than Frank. Honestly.
Well, Edwin De Los Santos is a fighter, yeah.
I definitely think the replacement will be a better fight, a better opponent.
Yeah. And I'm a big Shakur fan, man. Like, Shakur is my favorite fighter. I don't cap for him though. I'm like,
I don't cap for nobody. Honestly, I don't see. I'm gonna be honest with you. I'm gonna be 100% honest with you, bro. I've been in the ring with Shakur, and I can tell you, bro, he's like one of the smartest boxers, bro, in boxing right now. And I'm not even being biased because that's my man, or he's from Jersey, but honestly, bro, I've been in the ring with a lot of guys, bro, and his IQ alone, bro, IQ alone is crazy. His work ethic is crazy. You see what I'm saying? Like he pushes, he's the reason why everybody else on the team is going as hard as they're going. You get what I'm saying? When the whole time they're supposed to be pushing him. He's the motor. He's the motor. Come on, get up. Let's go run. We running. We doing this. He worked like, and he's been that. And I haven't known him forever, but even so, the stories that I've heard of him before I've met him, you see what I'm saying? Is he used to cry because he couldn't come to the gym, and he's always been in the gym. And I study him, and he's definitely gonna be one of the greats. I'm gonna tell you that.
I said it as well, man. I guess the only reason I was frustrated was because I even though he did man, I almost felt like he should have, did what he had to do to just make the fight. You know what I'm saying? But it's all good, man. I know you got to get going soon, right?
Yeah, they calling me in now. Let's take y'all in and let y'all get a sneak peek at it. Some of
That'll work. Yeah, we're not gonna hold him up too much longer. He's gonna give us a quick little sneak peek, man, and then we're gonna let him.
I got one last question for him.
Sure, let me know.
Okay.
Got the man here, right here. Look.
There he go.
If you don't see the promoter's contract and you only get a paycheck from a manager, you getting fucked. Your paycheck can come from me. And any fight that you get, you the fighter can go to the commission at the side before the fight starts and see your contract. Then you'll know whether you're getting paid the right thing or the manager is getting his cut. Because that contract that they're going to have at ringside is going to be your real contract, okay?
That's it. Look, dropping all the time, dropping jewels.
Okay? Remember that.
Yes, sir.
That's what's up.
But yeah.
But I got one last question for you. Let the world know the double meaning of pick your mans up. Because most people think it's a boxing thing, but that's not.
Yeah, it's more than just like physically like picking your mans up. It's in different aspects. You see your man failing, and his at being a father, at being a man, you let him know. You pick him up. You see what I'm saying? You see your man, he's slacking in the gym, he ain't running, you pick him up. Yo, come on, let's go run. You know what I mean? And it's not too many people that really caught on to that, and it's funny that you mentioned that. That's crazy.
That's dope. I think it's dope, man, and that's great. That's a dope merch, man. So where's the link? You got a link for that? Where's the link at?
Not yet. It's coming soon though.
Okay.
Well, that's thing before we let you go. Let everybody know where they can follow you at on social media so they can keep up with your career, bro.
Definitely. You can follow me on Instagram at Khalil Coe #1 and the same thing on Twitter, Khalil Coe #1.
Okay.
Yes, indeed, man.
We definitely room for you on the 23rd, so go up there, do your thing. Well, come down to Florida, do your thing. In Orlando.
I appreciate y'all.
All right, he probably got a phone call. Yeah, salute to you, bro. All right. There we go. That was Khalil Coe, man. He does fight this month on the 23rd in the Caribe Royale, a place I've been to, man, countless time, man. It felt good to get him on here, man, because Khalil Coe is one of those dogs, man. He a dog in that ring, man, and man, he's fun to watch, man. As y'all saw, I gave him his constructive criticism because I know he could box better, and I don't mind telling them that stuff because I want to see them do better. When he throws that jab out there and he's snapping their people's head back, and I know you've seen it, the ones who've seen him fight. Anytime he throws that jab, man, it works behind that jab. Everything becomes easy for him, man. Yeah. So, I hate it when he goes away from it on spurts. He does it on spurts. He don't, he's not real bad about it, but he'll do it on spurts, man. But I believe he's gonna win by knockout, man. This coming fight, man. But that's just me, Opulent, man. What you think, bro?
Man, I wish Man, I wish it was on the same fight card as the 30th, man. But it is what it is. It is what it is. But I'm definitely looking forward to him. Like I said, he bought me with the pro debut. I was sold. So yeah, I'm definitely gonna be checking him out here and out.
Yeah.
Like I love his I say he has some good head movement, his feet's cool, and I just love, like I said, that body work and those uppercuts. I love uppercuts. That's like my favorite punch. I love uppercuts. So to see somebody utilizing those.
Yeah, it's funny because his trainer's a real old good friend of mine. You know what I'm saying? So he didn't even know that. You know what I'm saying? But yeah, man, and I know he's in good hands. I know Eric Roman Sr., and he's one hell of a trainer, man. Probably a very underrated trainer, man. That man, I had him on one of my lives like 3 or 4 years ago, man, and you know how these people are, man. And somebody was like, oh, he trains his son. He don't need to be training his son. I'm like, do you know who this man is? Do you know who this man is? Do you know who he's all trained? Have y'all not seen, bro? Richardson Hitchings has trained down there amongst a lot of others, man. Big Stepper, Keyshawn. You know what I'm saying? There's
I wanted to ask him about Keyshawn and like, does he really think Keyshawn got something for Frank? I wanted to get that in, but
man, everybody in the chat, man. Thomas from the Bronx said Conway, a friend of mine, is fighting next week on the 20th in Plant City. I ain't gonna be able to make those, man. Let me see. He's patient, holds the center, and controls the fight. He will be great. A friend of mine also sparred with Hitchings a couple weeks ago. Man, that's going to be my next one that I need to let me not give away too much, man. I'm going to try. I'm going to make an attempt, an effort, man. You know, don't hold me to it. But I'm going to try to get Richardson Hitchings on here on the FLAWDA Swamp Cast, man, on a day coming soon, man. I mean, you know, I ain't nobody, man. I might not be able to pull the strings. You know, I don't know, man. Possibility, you know. I mean, I can bring a lot of other people on, man. I want to bring Eriquito Pabon on, but his English ain't the greatest. So if I do bring him on, are y'all gonna be cool with me being the translator and Opulent being the question asker?
Hey, I'm with it, fam.
You know, that way we can at least bring some of these other guys that I want to share with y'all and stuff. And you know, I think it'll be cool, man. I mean, shit. Plus, it's gonna give me a little practice on the, you know, translator things. You know what I'm saying? But you know, I mean, yeah, I can't be no worse than the way these other folks do, man. Just do boxing in the building, man. Skills from New Orleans. Jose Diaz, Bruce Gas, Chawala, the Tropical Vine.
Blessings, fam. Just do. That's my daughter right there, the Tropical Vine. What's up? My 12-year-old daughter right there.
Man, can't even get to my chat because I don't have it open, man. Wanted to at least give her a wrench, man. So nobody bother her. Y'all better not bother her, man. I see Mr. Shelton was in the building, front line.
I think I can give her one. Hold on, let me see.
Slick Rick. Oh, yeah, you can.
Yeah, from over here, bro.
MP, what the, you know, now that your daughter's watching, I can't say it. Rick. Slick Rick in the building.
Hey, we in Miami. She's heard worse.
The knockout came through here, man. Make sure you take care of her though, man. If she's in the chat, man. I don't know if she was in the building. Woke, man. I apologize if I didn't shout you out. Flawless mentality.
She's good. Type again, Lee. She got it.
Yeah. I didn't want to disrupt the interviews, man. So I went ahead and did it that way, man. And
let me take care.
I enjoyed this interview, man. I enjoyed this interview a lot, man. Hopefully, like I said, he's fighting this.
Oh, there you go, Woke. Okay, Woke, I got you, Woke.
That on the 23rd, man. I might go there. K-Rod's in the building, man. E. Ortiz, my older brother's in the building, man. Man, I wanted to do a microphone check. You know I'm gonna have to do a replay and hear my mic.
I already know.
I gotta hear what my mic sounded like and stuff like that, man. But Man, what did you think about what he was saying about the? I don't want to beat a dead horse, man, but the Shakur Stevenson situation, man.
I mean, I understand it clearly what he's saying about it, and it's been it's definitely been harped on, but I ain't mad at whatever. See, this is the thing. I feel like Shakur has picked the villain role, and I'm not mad at it at all. I just want him to keep doing what he does. I ain't mad at it. Keep doing what you do to have these people talk. That's the game, man. I mean, you got to think social media is a part of boxing now. You can't escape that. And as we know, boxing is literally being kept alive by casuals. So you have to draw them in somehow. And I'm not mad at it. That's my take.
What do you think about this? What do you think about this Edwin De Los Santos fight, man? I ain't gonna lie to you, man. And I like Frank Martin a lot too, but I almost feel like this is a tougher fight.
Because old boy comes to fight, he really presses the issue. So we're gonna see, but Shakur is just too smart. His defense is impeccable. Hey man, he's gonna do his thing. I expect him to get the win. The UD. That's what I expect. I also wanted to ask him about Khalil. Like, has anybody tested Shakur's what is it? His punch. Dang, what the fuck is that? I just forgot.
Punch resistant is chin.
Yeah, punch resistant. Yeah, that's what I wanted to ask him. Like, has anybody?
I can answer that. Yes, and he does have a chin, but nobody's gonna believe me. You know what I'm saying? I already know.
See, that would be the only thing that I would have to kind of worry about in that fight with the upcoming fight. But other than that, he's got it. He's definitely gonna outbox him. So.
Hey. Yeah, he's got a chin, man. But you won't know it anyway because he's got a poker face. But you know what I'm saying? It ain't like he's gonna wobble or nothing like that. You gotta understand he's got a.
I wish that when you said that, that I could have uploaded that photo of him crying.
Man, god damn, bro. Why you gonna do that to me, man?
Oh man.
What you gonna do, man?
Just to talk shit, I got
Let me see. Hold on, man.
Sit your $5 ass down before I make change.
He got Nino. Oh man.
Man, I had to do you like that, man. Don't come at me like that, man. Come on, man.
Oh man.
And that's really not a knock, man. It's just that we all know that styles make fights, man. And that style versus that style, to me, is gonna have more obstacles for Shakur.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Frank can fight his ass off, but his style against Shakur's style, it's gonna be an easier read, is what I'm saying. Not an easier fight, easier to prepare. You know what I mean?
I understand what you mean when you say that. I definitely clearly understand it.
But look, I wish them all well, man. I wish Frank Martin well. I wish Shakur well. I wish Devin Haney well. I wish Tank Davis well, man. I mean, listen, at the end of these days, man, these folks are gonna do what they're gonna do. And I always say this, and I'll say it again. I don't like the funny acting that they do on Twitter and social media and all that. I don't co-sign that stuff, man. But again, when I look at boxing, I look at what they're doing in the ring. I'm not going to worry about their outside the ring curriculums, because to me, it don't matter. It's not going to win or lose your fight. What are you doing in the ring? What are you doing to prepare to get, to the fight? And that's really what I concentrate on. I can't get into the gossip of, oh, this dude was hanging out with this dude, or that dude did this, or, like they was doing with, Devin when they found the pistol. That wasn't my concern. I was worried for him, and I'm like, I hope they clear this up for him. You know what I mean? But I wasn't going to sit here and bash him or make videos about it or anything like that, because I'm like, bro, he's a phenomenal boxer. That's all I want to see is what he does in the ring, bro.
Yeah.
See,
me personally, I'm cool with all that Twitter stuff, just because, like I said, it herds all the casuals up, and it captures their interest. You get what I'm saying? So as long as you can cast out something and hook them, then hey, somebody you got potentially another eyes on that fight. So
what's going on, ATX?
And for me, I don't have to agree with what they're saying either.
Gotcha. Shawa says Frank is more measured to me. I just hope Edwin applies some defensive measures to make it more interesting. This is the thing, man. I don't know, man. Like, I just think that Shakur is gonna just fight from the outside the first 2 or 3 rounds, and then because Shakur likes to measure, and he measures, and once he gets into that comfort zone and he's got his distance acquired the way he wants it, that's when he'll see him. And he's not a slugger. Obviously, he's not a slugger, but that's when he'll start coming forward. That's when he'll start making Edwin De Los Santos fight off his back foot. And I don't know if Edwin, not that he can't, but I haven't seen it, and I don't know if he can fight off his back foot. So I'm pretty sure that that's something that they're gonna instill in there. And I think it may work, man. Now, K-Rock gonna ask me who I got between Hitchings and Cepeda.
Wow.
My man. Let me say,
trolling, I think.
Richardson Hitchings is one of the most underrated, underappreciated fighters in boxing right now. There is no way in hell that I'm picking against Richardson Hitchings. Are you kidding me, bro? Richardson Hitchings, man, I'm going to go as far as say that 140, that's the real test for Subriel Matias, not the rest of these fighters. Y'all could call me crazy or what you want, but bro, watch when it unfolds like that. That man right there, hard to beat. He is a very hard to beat. I don't see too many people at 140 beating him. The most interesting fight for me is Hitchings and Subriel Matias. That will be the most interesting fight to me. My goodness, man. I'm telling you, man. What do you say?
I got a question for you. What do you think is next for Frank? What do you think his next fight is going to be?
Frank has options, man. I mean, Frank could maybe land something with a Jermaine Ortiz, maybe, or I mean, there's fighters out there for him to fight, or I don't think he's going to get the Tank fight, not because he doesn't want the Tank fight. I just believe Tank is going to fight Isaac Cruz and go that direction, you know?
Yes.
So I don't know, man. I would like to see him with Jermaine fights tomorrow, though. So,
oh yeah, the timing's gonna be off.
So I don't know what's really out there unless, I mean, Cambosos is gonna fight Loma. So,
oh, that's real. That's real.
I mean, it ain't official, but we know that's what's gonna happen, man. We know the game already, man.
So
we know the game already, man.
So Loma's gonna wash him.
I mean, look, and I told people a long time ago, man, Cambosos had one good fight in him, and it was going to be against Tio. I called it before he actually beat Tio because I knew what it was, and I'm like, first of all, Cambosos ain't that good, but
correct.
His style, I was telling people, his style doesn't fit Tio. I said this. And people laughed at me and thought I was crazy. And I'm like, man, Kano, what the fuck, man? I'm like, all right, man. You know what I'm saying? All right. And boom. Yeah, I was about to say that. He knew Loma versus Frank. No. Murataya? Why not? Frank versus Schofield. I don't know if Schofield has enough fights for it to make sense for them. But, I mean, I would love to watch it, man. I think Schofield might actually be one of the most dangerous fighters for Tank here in the future, bro. Floyd Schofield is a bad motherfucker too, bro. Well, I don't know. I'd have to sit back and look who's unavailable who's available right now, because everybody that we're naming has commitments already. And this is the bad part about boxing, man, that some people don't sit down and actually observe that and say, why don't he fight this person? Why don't he fight that person? And I'm like, man, you know, this dude is committed. This dude is already negotiating over here, or that dude's got a date over here. And, you know, what are you going to do, man? Like, even if he tries to make a fight, when is that fight going to happen? It ain't going to happen in 2 or 3 months, because now this fight, he just finished fighting. So, you know what I'm saying? He's got to, you know, heal up and then go through a whole full training camp again. It just, bro, timing is everything when it comes to this shit, man. Shawa says, I don't like Floyd like that. Muay Thai just missed his last fight, so hopefully he's healed and fighting soon. So Muay Thai might be available. Hey, why not? I could see that. I would actually favor Frank Martin, though, man. Frank Martin is not no bum or nothing like that, man. You can't be a bum and beat Michel Rivera the way he did. You know what I'm saying? He's got something to offer, you know.
People be throwing that word around loosely too much. Bum. Like, I don't really like that. Like, you need to relax. People need to relax when they be calling people bums. Yeah. If you get in the ring as a man, you can't call these cats. Nobody in there that gets in there a bum.
Yeah. So, I think that's where people get it mistaken, though, man. When you talk about, you know, who's at fault for this or who's at fault for that, a lot of people take it as hate. And I'm like, no, man, I love all these fighters, but I got to speak honestly and directly about what's happening in the situations and stuff. And, you know, I made a whole video, man. For those who missed it, man, I did a live the other day. It's called the Shakur Stevenson saga. So if you really want to know and hear me break everything down the way I broke it down, you go to that live. And, you know, Joseph Adorno, hell no, man. Hell no, man.
You're out wilding.
Nah, man. Hell no, man. That damn Joseph Adorno, man, the same one that Edwin De Los Santos just pieced up and made it look like shit. Nah, bro, that ain't gonna do nothing. I mean, you know, if it happens, it'll be a stay busy fight till somebody comes, you know, becomes available. That's about all I can see for that, man. Because, and Joseph, man, I like Joseph Adorno, man, but damn, bro, I ain't never seen him lose like that. Like, he has losses, but that was a bad whooping, bro. Like, damn, that let me know Edwin De Los Santos was really good, though, man, because Joseph was always in competitive fights. Even, you know, the ones that he lost were competitive. Mm-hmm. That wasn't competitive, bro.
Not at all. Not at all.
That was bad, man. That was bad, man. I ain't gonna lie, I felt bad for him, bro. I felt bad for him because I was like, bro, man. I was hoping that the corner would have stopped it, man. Like, just stop it, man. Just
let it go.
Yeah, man. Just spare him, man. Man, you got any damn, man. Rayo and Colbert aren't running it back. K-Rod. Like, I thought they were running it back as well, man. Which, by the way, Edwin De Los Santos beat the hell out of Rayo too. And that's why I say, man, if you do your homework, it's not a bad fight. Is it the fight that we all wanted? No. Including myself? No. But it's what we got, so that's what I'm going to deal with. I'm just going to watch it. You know what I'm saying, man? Mm-hmm. FLAWDA SWAMP CAST Chapter 4, man.
Hey, Shawa, I'm going to give you a super wrench. So when K-Rod get out of line, you can...
you can put him in line.
I'm going to remove it, and then I'm going to... Hold up.
Mm-hmm.
Let me give her a super wrench.
Then hopefully everybody just smashed it.
What's going on September 30th, though?
Man, September 30th, we already know, man. At Reach, I call him At Wayne. You know what I'm saying? At Wayne. You know what I'm saying? He gonna be doing his pro debut in Orlando, Florida, man. September 30th, man. We gonna be in the building. Yes, I'm gonna be in the building. A bunch of us are gonna be in the building, man. We coming in there to wreck shit up.
I'm gonna be VI Pizzle. You know, I'm gonna be there getting footage of, you know, Kano and the fam, and just it's gonna be a phenomenal time. I can already feel it. So I'm just really looking forward to it. So it's gonna be a blast, man.
By the way, if you don't see the call-in number scrolling on the bottom no more, it's because I got a new board and I haven't been able to lace the phone in yet. You know what I'm saying? Let me see. Bum diminished worth. Most importantly, it creates a mental blockage of fear, not necessarily of another man, but fear of losing your rendering your bargaining and marketability price we don't want. And you know what, man? That's a good point, man, because you know, when you start calling these fighters bum or they ain't no good or they ain't shit, and then down the road they end up fighting your favorite fighter. Did you want to give credit for that fight now? You know, like you're taking away some of the sizzle of the victory. You know what I'm saying? So I'm real careful not to do that, you know? So yeah, I haven't been able to lace my phone in, man. You got any last words, man, or did you have something else?
Hey, man, shout out to the blessings to the mighty LDBC. Oh, first, hold on, let me get 2 shout out. Shout out to my wife and her sister. They did their thing. They was in Italy. Ricans took over Italy. And shout out to my mom. Today's her birthday, so shout out to my mom.
All right, man. See, look, I put the music from the board, man. Does it affect the mic now? You don't hear it?
You're gonna hear it in the. It does a little bit. You're gonna hear it
a little bit. Well, you don't have to do it at the end just to test it out, man. I could throw it up some more. See, you know what I'm saying? But anyways, man, this is always brought to you by CL Management, DV Tracksuits. Shout out to the mighty LDBC. Apple and LD in Honolulu Sports.
Duval in Dade County.
Man, we already.